Welcome students, I am Dr. Puneet Bhojani here and we are here to discuss some important MCQs for obstetrics which have been asked in the previous exams and will also be likely for the upcoming exams and also for final MBBS students. This is very important concepts. Before I begin, just one or two very important points. This is the target next 2022 batch which has been starting from the month of December to May. It's a morning batch and this is going to cover all the 20 subjects for the next examination and my OBG session starting from the month of January. It's the most detailed OBG class ever where we will be discussing the entire theory, the high yield concepts, then of course the MCQs, and of course all the images and all the types of MCQs most frequently asked, likely to be asked in the future exams, and also the clinical case based scenario and difficult MCQs and even one liners. So everything would be covered. So this is concept wise coverage of all subjects along with high probability questions and all different patterns of MCQs and also doubts. And OBG10 is the promo code to be used by you to get the maximum possible discounts. Okay. Similarly, there is, yeah, along with this, so you can see that along with me, all the top other educators will be available for you to teach. As I repeat, is a morning batch from December to May, and my obstetric session starting from the month of January. OBG10 is the code. So depending on your requirement, you can choose the 6 months, 12 months, or 2 year subscription. OBG10 is the code to be used. You can see all the topmost faculties are available for you. These are live classes and also recorded is available for you, so you can see attend live and also see as per your convenience. The iconic subscription, which is a combined subscription, is also available. OBG10 is the code to be used, and the plus subscription, as I told you, depending on your requirement for a 6 months, 12 months, 2 year subscription, you can choose. Don't forget the promo code OBG10. Moving on to the first MCQ discussion, it's a very important MCQ. Let's see what we have got. We have been told that patient is primigravida last menstrual period. LMP stands for last menstrual period is on 20th of May 2020. Calculate the EDD. Okay, so LMP stands for last menstrual period and EDD stands for expected date of delivery. Okay, EDD is expected date of delivery, or as we call it as the due date. Okay, so this is very important. And another important information which is given to us is that the past menstrual cycle is a regular 28-day cycle. This is an important information. If it is not provided, you need to ask it to the patient. Okay, now this is of course an important MCQ which was asked in the exam, but this is also important for final MBBS students because all of you will get a long obstetric case. A long cases comes in obstetrics where you will ask the LMP of the patient, and examiner will also ask you about the due date. In this calculation you will have to tell to the examiner, and from that calculation also you will have to tell that how many weeks the patient is. When your date is that it's a today my patient is so many weeks of gestation. Okay, and what is the importance of this cycle mentioned over here also will tell you, and all the variations of this MCQ also I will tell you. So point number one to be kept in mind is that what formula do we use? Yes, this is Naegeli's formula. What does Naegeli's formula say? That normal duration of pregnancy is 9 months 7 days, which by the way if you go and calculate will be same as 40 weeks, and 40 into 7 is 280 days. Okay, yes, so all mean the same thing. Do not get confused. 9 months 7 days will turn out to be same as 40 weeks, will turn out to be same as 280 days, but from where? From the first day last menstrual period. So patient's LMP has to be asked when did the period start, not when did the period end. Okay, patient may bleed for 3-4 days, so we have to start. We have to find out the first day. We have to find out the first day of the last menstrual period, and to that I will add 9 months 7 days, which will be same as 40 weeks, which is same as 280 days. If somebody asks you the pregnancy durations are 40 weeks, 40 weeks same as 280 days. How do I get it? 9 months 7 days. This is the Naegeli's formula. Very important. So now things become very easy. And before I proceed further, remember that this formula 9 months 7 days is applicable when the patient has got a regular 28-day cycle. Okay, so when the patient has got a regular 28-day cycle, this is the time when this formula is applicable and this formula is useful. Okay, so now if you see things become very simple for us. They have told us it's a 28-day regular cycle. Okay, LMP is 20th of May. So to 20th of May, if I add 9 months, we will reach the month of February. Another way is that either we will add 9 months, that can also be done, or another option is that we will add 12 months and subtract 3 months. That is also the same way. It's slightly a easier way of doing it, because in May to May you add 9 months, of course you will reach the month of February. Other option is directly you add May to May, and from May you subtract 3 months and again come to be the month of February. Okay, so now if you see over here, okay, that what is happening is that 20th of May is if when I will add 9 months, this is exactly 9 months has been added. Obviously, February, this May will become the month of February. That is when I have added 9 months. Obviously, 2020 will become 2021, and this is only 9 months. That's not the answer. Okay, what is the answer? Yes, this is the answer, because this is proper 9 months and 7 days has been added. So this is the answer to this very, very important MCQ. Obviously, December is not the answer. We are adding only 7 months, and this is just 8 months added. So this is 9 months, 7 days. This becomes the answer to this very, very important MCQ. Moving on to the next MCQ, and a variation of this is that now we have been told that it is a primi gravida. Again, the same dates are given to us. Calculate the EDD, but the past menstrual cycle is regular 26 day. Please understand the difference. There is a difference. The LMP is the same. EDD will change now. Please understand. Previously, what was asked to us was a regular 28-day cycle. Now, what has been asked to us is a 26-day cycle. So please understand one thing, as I told you that 9 months, 7 days is to be added to LMP to get the EDD. This is if it's a regular 28-day cycle. Okay, so if it is a lesser than 28 day, any number could be given to you, 27, 26, 25. We will subtract that many days. That means from 9 months, 7 days. Okay, that means that many less number of days I will add. That means if it is a 26-day cycle, then 28 and 26 is 2 day lesser, then the formula will become 9 months and 5 days. Is this understood to all of you? I repeat that, sir, normally 9 months 7 days is added for a 28-day cycle. But when the cycle is 2 days shorter, 26-day cycle, sir, I will add only 9 months and 5 days. Is this understood to all of you? Suppose if they give you it is a 27-day cycle, 1 day lesser, then I will be adding what? 9 months and 6 days. Perfectly correct. Super. So this is how we will calculate. Anything can be now told to you. You will be knowing it. And suppose last thing, it's a 25-day cycle, then 25 28 3 days less, so add 3 days lesser than this, so 9 months only and 4 days. So that many lesser number of days when it's a shorter cycle. Okay, so now we know that example given to us is a 26-day cycle, and remember these are all regular cycle. I'll also be teaching you what is to be done if it's a completely irregular cycle. Okay, so if it is a regular 26-day cycle, so we are supposed to add only 9 months and 5 days to the calculation instead of 9 months and 7 days. Okay, so February 20th, May to become 20th February, this is I have added only 9 months. We know from the previous calculation this is out, it has to be the month of February. This is 9 months and 7 days added, and this is the answer. Let's say here I have added properly 9 months and 5 days. So understand the difference in the question. Previously the answer was 27th of February because it was a 28-day cycle. Okay, now the answer becomes 25th of February because it is a 26-day cycle. Okay, so directly the simplest way is that this May you add 12 months. So we go to the next month May and then subtract 3 months. So month of May, May minus 3 will come to the second month. Second month is the month of February. That is also easy to be done, or you add 9 months, whatever is comfortable to you. Is it understood to all of you? So I repeat that, sir, here because it's a 26-day cycle, 2 day lesser. So instead of 9 months, 7 days standard formula, I'll be adding 9 months, 5 days only. So the answer over here 20, and to 20 I will add 5. That becomes 25. Okay. So 20th May is told to you. So this 20 will become 25. This May will become the month of February. Obviously 2020 will become 2021. So this becomes the answer for adding 9 months, 5 days, which is when it's a 26-day cycle. Coming to one more uh, variation in this, and now let us see again, primary gravida patient, last menstrual period has been mentioned to us. Calculate EDD. Past menstrual cycle is now 30 days. So now here please pay attention that I told you, I repeat, 9 months 7 days is to be added if it is a 28-day cycle. Now here, since it's a 30-day cycle, 2 day more. Yes, now all of you must have got it, that sir, now here I will, if it's 2 day lesser, you subtract 2 days. If it's 2 days more, I will be adding 2 days. Yes or no? So here now we are going to be adding 9 months and 9 days. Okay, because of regular 30-day cycle. So again, 15th of May is given to you. So May, all of us know, will become the second month when you add 9 months. So February is the answer. So all month are given to you as February only. So you cannot rule out anything. Okay, this is exactly 15 and 15 same day. So here I have added only 9 months. That is not the answer. Okay, 22nd is the answer, would have been the answer, because 15 plus 5, so 7, 9 months 7 days. Many students mark this as the answer because they just remember the actual formula, that's our 9 months 7 days. They don't remember the variation. Sir, sorry, this is not the answer over here, because sir, here we are adding only 9 months and 7 days. This becomes the answer because sir, here we are adding proper 9 months and 9 days. Okay, 15 plus 9 is 24, and this becomes the answer. 26 is, sir, we are adding almost 11 days we are adding. So that would have been when the cycle would have been further to, if it had been a 32-day cycle. Okay, so 32-day cycle jab bhi hota hai, if they tell you, then sir, 32 is 4 days more. So instead of 9 months 7 days, we will add 9 months and 11 days. Okay, so that is over here. So this question, which is clear cut, okay, this question, which is a 30-day cycle. So sir, 9 months and 2 days more. So 9 months and 9 days has to be added. So I will add 9 to 15. 15 plus 9 is 24, and this becomes the answer. So I hope this is crystal clear to all of you. This is a very, very important point based on which various MCQs could be asked to you. I quickly repeat, 9 months 7 days, just remember, is for regular 28-day cycle. If the days of the month cycles are short cycle, 26 day, you will subtract 2 days from 9 months 7 days, and we will be adding only 9 months and 5 days. And if it's 2 day bigger, like a 30-day cycle, then we'll be adding 2 days extra. So these are the formulas which will help us when there is a regular cycle, whatever may be the days. 28 is the Basel formula, and to that you subtract for days if it's a shorter cycle, and you add days if it is a longer cycle. But now what do I do, sir, if it is a completely irregular cycle? That means, suppose they tell you that patient cycles are absolutely irregular, and there has been the cycle length totally, sir, one time the patient gets cycle 25 days, then she gets 26 days, then she gets 27 days, then she gets 28 days, then 30 days, 32 days, 34 days. Okay, so if it's a completely irregular cycle, it has been told to you, then what are we going to do? In such case, what we are going to do is, you will have to take the average of the last 6 cycle duration. Okay, that means you will ask the patient, last 6 LMPs, when did she get? Okay, prior to the last menstrual period, prior 6 months, average of the last 6 cycles is what we will have to find out. Okay, last 6 cycles. So patient will say that, doctor, I got my period in the month of June. My last menstrual period in the month of June was there. Okay, so before that I'll ask Jan, Feb, March, April, May, even December. So December, Jan, Feb, March, April, May. 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will find out and I will add all of them and divide by 6. Obviously, that's the average. And I will get a number. Yes or no? Whatever may be the number, that will be finalized. Okay, and the calculation will be done as per that number. Is it clear? So when it's a completely irregular cycle, what will you remember? We need to take the average of the last 6 cycles. Cycle length. Okay, so sir, cycle length, she got periods after 25 days. The next time it was a 26-day cycle, then 27-day cycle, then 28-day cycle, then 30-day cycle, then 32-day cycle. I will add all these 6 numbers, divide by 6, and then whatever number I will get, suppose example I get 29 as the answer, then I know I will add 9 months and 7 days plus this 1 day extra. I will be adding 9 months 8 days. Is this understood to all of you? What am I saying is, I repeat, that we will be taking the average of the last 6 months. Average of the last 6 months is taken. You take a average of the last 6 cycle ka duration. Last 6 cycle duration, you take an average and you will arrive at a number. Suppose that number is 30. In the same formula, now you know it's a 9 months 7 days is for 28-day cycle. We have got a 30-day cycle, so 9 months and 9 days. This is how the formula works for a completely irregular cycle. This is very difficult. They will not ask you calculations for this because it becomes so mathematical. But for your Viva, definitely they can ask you that what do you do. Just remember that sir, average of last 6 months is taken, and then I come to know what is to be done. Okay, and suppose the average comes out to be 28, then very good sir, I'm going to add only 9 months and 7 days. Suppose the average comes out to be 26, sir, I'm going to add 9 months and 5 days, and then rest of the calculation is absolutely as already told to you. Okay, so 28-day cycle, 9 months 7 days, Nagli's formula, variation, cycle length shorter, subtract that many days, add that many days lesser, cycle length longer, add that many days extra, and completely irregular cycle, average of last 6 cycles is taken. This is very important. Moving on to the next question for the day, and that is, our maximum Liker is seen at what weeks of gestation? Is it 20 to 22, 14 to 16, 36 to 38, 40 to 41? Okay, so Liker volume steadily keeps on increasing. I'll give you some numbers, and maximum Liker will be seen at around 36 to 38 weeks of gestation. This is how much, sir? 1000 ml or 1 liter. Please by heart this number. It has been asked to you in the Viva. Okay, and in the MCQ also. That's right, 36 to 36 weeks. The Liker level is 1000 ml or 1 liter, which is the answer over here. By 40 weeks, the Liker will further drop down to 800 ml. Again, a very popular number expected to remember for the student. That's at 40 weeks of gestation, the Liker is 800 ml. And then we know as the days advance, 41, 42, the Liker keeps on becoming less, and therefore post-datism, remember, post-datism is when the due date is crossed. Post-datism and post-term pregnancy are causes of oligohydramnios, and the Liker level will become lesser. Liker level becomes lesser when there is post-datism. Okay, that's an important, again, MCQ. One of the causes of oligohydramnios is post-datism. So we are not only discussing this MCQ, other questions also could be asked to you. Okay, and I'll show you the table in some time along with the next MCQ also, and that is a tobacco juice colored Liker is seen with, very important MCQ. Is it seen with post-datism? Chronic heavy smokers, those who smoke, will they get tobacco juice? In cases of RH incompatibility, or in cases of intrauterine fetal death. So the Liker around the baby, the Liker around the baby is there. All of us know that there is a Liker around the baby, and that Liker gives us some importance, some clinical importance. Whenever I will rupture the membranes, when I do ARM, artificial rupture of membranes, or spontaneously the membranes can rupture. It's called spontaneous rupture of membranes. We see the liquor color. When we do PV examination, we can see the liquor color, how it is. Okay, so remember one thing, that in RH incompatibility, and when there is RH hemolysis, when there is RH incompatibility, that means what? Mother is RH negative, the baby is RH positive, the father is RH positive, then, and if there is isoimmunization, then there's going to be fetal hemolysis, and that gives rise to a golden color liquor. So liquor, that's not the answer. Okay, so liquor is golden color in cases of RH incompatibility. By the way, this is just to fool you. Chronic heavy smokers, there's many students think that's a smoking hai. So if the mother is smoking, then it will be tobacco juice. No, that's not the question over here. Okay, in post-datism, we get a saffron color liquor. Okay, saffron color, and IUFD is the answer to this very difficult important MCQ. That's a tobacco juice liquor is seen with IUFD. Okay, so same thing, please pay attention. At 12, I don't expect you to remember all these numbers. I don't expect you to remember all these numbers, but we should know these things, that at 36 to 38 weeks of gestation, the liquor is 1000 ml. Remember, I told you 1 liter, and at 40 weeks, the liquor will become 800 ml. So even if these two numbers you have kept in mind, that would be good enough. These two numbers, so 36 weeks, 1 liter or 1000 ml, 40 weeks, 800 ml, and as the days will go by, 42 weeks, 43 weeks, liquor keeps on becoming 480, 250. That you just remember that there is oligohydroamnios with post-datism. Okay, now the normal liquor of a patient at full term is straw color, because vernix is also comes to straw color. So remember, a preterm liquor, a patient who is preterm, 32, 33 weeks, 34 weeks, the liquor will be colorless. Okay, so normal liquor, straw color. I told you already, golden color liquor is with RH incompatibility. Yes or no? I told you. Golden color is with RH incompatibility. Amber or saffron color is with post-datism. Okay, very important MCQ, blood stained liquor. If the liquor and blood is mixed together very safely, we can say it is a patient of abruption. What is abruption? All these topics we discuss in the actual classes in detail. It's a very important topic. Long answer, short note, and also, of course, every year 1 to 2 MCQs comes on this topic of abruption. It's a very famous MCQ also. And tobacco juice is the answer over here in cases of IUFD, intrauterine fetal death. There is going to be tobacco juice. Of course, if the liquor is purulent, that could suggest some infection, and that is chorioamnionitis. So you can see how much important this table is, that lots of MCQs could be asked to you, and we can also get match the column type of MCQ. Okay, match the column is a new style of asking the questions, where they can just give you this 3 4 numbers, they can give you this weeks of gestation, and they can tell you to find out the they can tell you to match the column and tell how much liquor and how many weeks of gestation are there. Okay, so at 36 to 38 weeks, maximum liquor is 1 liter, drops to 800 ml by 40 weeks, and further drops down. Similarly, this also can be asked to you as match the column, where this 4 conditions could be given, and this condition could be given. Color of the liquor on one side, matching, that's our golden color liquor is RH incompatibility, saffron is with post-datism, blood-stained liquor is abruption, tobacco juice, which is the answer over here, IUFD, intrauterine fetal death, and purulent is chorioamnitis. By the way, many times when the baby passes meconium, it could be a sign of fetal distress, though not always, but baby passing meconium could indicate fetal distress. Okay, and normal liquor is straw colored, that is at full term, and colorless liquor is indicating a preterm fetus. Moving on to the last question for the day, and that is, Cuvier uterus is seen in. Okay, so now please pay attention. What is this Cuvier uterus and what it is? Okay, so whenever there is abruptio placentae, what is abruption? Abruption is, sir, premature separation of a normally implanted placenta. It's a part of antepartum hemorrhage. Okay, so all of you please pay attention. Normally, the placenta will detach only after baby delivery. Baby delivers, then the placenta detaches, and then the placenta comes out. But what happens in abruption is that while the baby is inside the mother, the placenta will detach. Please remember, placenta is over here. Suppose normally the placenta is over here. While the baby is inside the mother, the placenta will detach from its position. So see, what is going to happen is that if the placenta will detach from its position, the bleeding is going to start. Okay, so placenta will detach from its position. Okay, and the placenta will come down. Okay, placenta comes down like this. Baby is still inside the mother, placenta is detached. So all this thing, the bleeding will start, and the blood will start getting accumulated over here. The blood will start getting accumulated over here. Okay, blood will start getting accumulated over here. That is all the blood getting accumulated, but all the blood is blocked by the placenta is not allowing the blood to come out. So this is called as a concealed variety. Concealed means hidden. Concealed means hidden or concealed abruption. By the way, suppose the blood is able to enter into the amniotic chamber, then whenever the membranes will rupture, there will be the blood stained liquor. The all the blood and the liquor will come out. That is revealed abruption. Okay, that is revealed abruption, and most commonly is the mixed variety. Mixed means what? Combination of concealed and revealed. Okay, that's called mixed variety. Okay, mixed variety means part of the blood will be behind the placenta, part will also be coming out. Reveal is obviously when you rupture the membranes, you will be seeing blood stained liquor. Okay, but the schoolier uterus is a condition which I see only in concealed abruption. Please understand this, that whenever there is a severe concealed abruption, what will happen is that the blood is not able to come out. So the blood enters retrograde. The blood enters retrograde into the muscle fiber. In between the muscle fiber, crisscross muscle fibers are there. The blood enters inside the myometrial fibers. Sometimes the blood can also reach under the serosa. Very rarely the blood can also come out into the peritoneal cavity. But then what will happen is that if the blood enters the myometrial fibers, the uterus starts appearing purplish bluish in color. Okay, the uterus will appear purplish or bluish in color, and that is called as the covular uterus. Okay, so sir, what is covular uterus? So the covular uterus is that the uterus is appearing bluish purplish mulberry color. Okay, because of blood. It is nothing but the blood. Okay, so this is how the uterus will look like. Okay, bluish and purplish color. So that is covular uterus. Not all of the above, because when the blood is going out, this will not happen. So placenta previa, all the blood always comes out, so it is not seen with placenta previa. So all of the above again is not the answer. And again, in revealed abruption the blood comes out. I get covular uterus only in concealed. Okay, CC. Okay, in concealed variety or hidden variety, basically the blood enters retrograde. And by the way, just for all of you to keep in mind, that this we are able to see only, suppose there is a vaginal delivery happening, I will not be even seeing the uterus, yes or no. But by chance, suppose a cesarean section has been done, or a cesarean section has been done, when I will open up the uterus and I will deliver the baby out, and then I will remove the, generally the uterus is extrateriorized. Okay, we remove the uterus out of the abdomen, and we will say, oh, this uterus has become bluish purplish in color. This is covular uterus. And what is the treatment for this? Sir, nothing. You don't have to use Surf Excel, Ultra, Rin and wash out this color. No, nothing is to be done. Please deposit the uterus back inside. If the uterus is firmly contracted, just put it back inside, and this obviously color will disappear and uterus will become normal in color. This obviously a temporary condition, that the uterus changes its color. Okay, uterus appears purplish bluish in color. What is the treatment? So nothing needs to be done with it. Don't please use Surf Excel, Rin and wash the uterus and try to wash out this color. No. Okay, nothing needs to be done. Just deposit the uterus back in. Yes, uterus should firmly contract, it will most of the time. Okay, but otherwise once the uterus firmly contracts, put it back inside and this color will disappear. And I repeat, this will not be seen if in case a vaginal delivery has happened, because when a vaginal delivery has happened, we don't see the uterus surface. Yes or no? Only at the time of cesarean section, when I open up the abdomen, you will see the uterus. So in case if a cesarean is done for a severe concealed variety of abruption, then you will see that so this uterus has become bluish purplish in color, which is given the name of cochlear uterus. Very, very important MCQ. It is definitely important and could be asked to you. Okay, and finally, student, also very important. And what is the treatment? So nothing needs to be done. Just wait and watch. Just deposit the uterus back, and nothing needs to be done for this condition. Okay, so I hope you have got a good time enjoying this question. It's a very, very important questions which I discussed and which are helpful to you for MBBS as well as PG entrance exam point of view. Last reminder again, do not forget to use this promo code OBG10 is the code. The most detailed batch, my most detailed lectures starting in from the month of January. So all of you please subscribe and you can see the utmost theory, MCQ images, all will be covered along with me. All the best is the country are there available for you. Okay, and the batch is starting from December to the month of May. Okay, OBG10 is the code to be used to get the discount. Okay, and depending on the requirement, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months subscription you can take using this. Iconic subscription also available, and also the plus subscription also available. Okay, so keep following me so you get notifications whenever I'm available on the app, along with lots of special classes also, along with lot of free classes also, and along of course with the plus classes. So hope all of you to see in the month of January, where we'll be discussing the most detailed OBGY lectures with MCQ for your benefit. And go back and see this lecture again. Very important calculation of Naegeli's formula I have taught you, which will help you for your MCQ exams, FMG exam, NEET PG exam, and of course your final year practical examination. Okay, bye bye. Best of luck. Thank you very much for this session.